Bruh. Another year, another bad Ubisoft game. But jokes aside. Today I'm just going to be discussing what we saw from the Ubisoft Forward showcase, Ubisoft Forward 2022. Apologies for the weird camera, video angle. My camera's in a bit of a weird position, but I'm trying to record from somewhere different this time, because normally I have it a bit higher, but that's none the point. Everything that we saw from Ubisoft Forward today, so Assassin's Creed, Skull and Bones, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, The Division, Riders Republic, and all the other games in their lineup, so we're supposed to speak, as well as I think there was also, oh no, I mentioned Division, I was about to say there's a new Division also announced alongside with all the Assassin's Creed and everything else.
Basim, Ibn Ishaq, are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
I am.
Then, out of the dark, you will come into the light. And from the light, you will return to the dark. Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold. Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the Brotherhood. From this day forward, you are a hidden one.
For this video, I'm going to be focusing on Assassin's Creed because that's mainly the franchise I want to talk about. One of the franchises that Ubisoft has sort of neglected over the years, and it's gotten worse and worse with basically each iteration. So that's going to be the main talking point. What we got with that showcase was a whole lot of fluff. very little substance. And again, no gameplay. I still don't understand the point of companies doing big showcases like this where they're not actually going to reveal gameplay. Like, how do you expect your customers to pre-order and like get hyped or excited like with just CGI trailers? Because anyone can make a good CGI trailer. We can all do that. At the very least, if you're going to do a big showcase, you have to either give us in-game engine footage. They did that with one of the Assassin's Creed mobile showcases. They did that with that one. Or give us the actual in-game gameplay so that people can, you know what to expect and actually see the actual product on offer. And I feel like the reason why they went for this approach was, again, because they're maybe the gameplay is not ready, or they're not too confident in the product that they're releasing, so they might be going for a quantity over quality approach. Because it's also very weird to announce your new Assassin's Creed game and then follow it up with 3 more Assassin's Creed titles on the way. One of them also being a game, Assassin's Creed Mirage, which was originally supposed to be DLC for Valhalla. That's now been turned into a full game, but simultaneously it's also just being ravaged in like together with a whole bunch of other announcements. And I don't know, I don't get the approach that they took with this. Of Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is going to be like a sort of hub. It's not a game in of itself, but a hub where, you know, players will be able to access, I think, I don't know if it's going to be like in the form of a launcher, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, let's just get into the video. Let me stop waffling so y'all don't have to deal with my face. Please enjoy the video. Okay, so where was I? As I was saying, Ubisoft announced Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is not a game in of itself, but a place, like a hub or platform where players will explore and jump into future entries, beginning with the feudal Japan game, which has been titled Assassin's Creed Codename Red. And while not much was revealed about the second game, Assassin's Creed Codename Hex, it was revealed that it will be a very different type of Assassin's Creed game and may feature witchcraft. In addition to the single-player games, Ubisoft also shared that Assassin's Creed multiplayer will return in some form, although it said the details will come a little bit later. And following the reveal of Assassin's Creed Mirage as well, Ubisoft confirmed that Mirage will take place in Baghdad 20 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it will star Basim, and is designed to be a modern take on the original gameplay template for the earlier Assassin's Creed games. And I say earlier Assassin's Creed games with air quotes, even though you can't see me right now on this part of the video because I'm just going to be showing the CGI trailers in the background. And so again, they also mentioned that during development, the team at Ubisoft Bordeaux focused on the same 3 design pillars used in the original Assassin's Creed game, which is stealth, parkour, and assassinations. And again, I go back to the reason why I'm being very skeptical with this showcase. The answer is very simple. Too many games in too short a time, and it's something that we've seen Ubisoft do with a lot of their franchises a lot of their franchises at the moment, lest we even bring up Splinter Cell, which is, you know, at the bottom of the ocean right now. Reason why I bring this up is because it means that none of the games have the time and space to be fresh. None of the creative teams really have time to, recover. You could also say there's even barely time to integrate new concepts into games if you're trying to make them all, live service and just running concurrently with each other. And when we think of some of the greatest franchises in gaming history, most of them only have 3 core games and maybe a 4th or 5th. But the one thing they always do is give these games time to breathe between console generations and effectively to take advantage of new console hardware and do things that you wished you could do last time. After about 3-4 games, any franchise starts to feel stale with most of the core concepts. And the only way to manage this, as we've seen, like I was saying, with many franchises, whether it's your Uncharted, your God of Wars, recently now, The Last of Us, even though that's only got 2 entries, you basically need to give these franchises time to breathe. The early Far Cry games, all of these things. Making a good game takes time, and updating your game engine also takes time. The big mistake that Ubisoft made with Assassin's Creed, they turned it into a more normal action-adventure game with modern standards to sort of try and generically mass-produce them. If I was to give an example in the games industry, I would say the same path that sports games took. So whether it's EA Sports FIFA, well, now EA Sports FC, NBA 2K, Madden, NHL, all sorts of these sports games that just have these yearly iterations where, there's no real time for the other game to breathe. So you're getting minimal changes from game to game to game to game. Minimal creativity, minimal stories, just basically recycling more of the same. And it's why I always call a lot of the Ubisoft games the McDonald's of gaming, because yes, they have a good baseline, you're guaranteed a certain level of quality, but at the end of the day, you're not really getting a good meal. Whereas I would say something like a God of War is eating at a Michelin star restaurant. Even The Last of Us, that's fine dining. Ghost of Tsushima, that's all like fine dining and good food, as we would say. But with every entry that Ubisoft throws and tries to just keep throwing mud at the wall with each of their games, it's just more and more just like a generic, sure, McDonald's is good, but you don't really want McDonald's day in, day out. Like, sometimes you need good food, sometimes you need a special meal. We could even go as far as to say, Assassin's Creed is like, mashed potatoes and gravy. And potatoes basically representing the basic elements that make a video game satisfying and filling. The actual food of the game, story, characters, progression, writing, music, structure. And the gravy represents the seasoning, the flavoring that makes the potatoes, delicious. Graphics, details, mechanics, interface, control scheme, your gameplay, all of the above. But yeah, all in all, I figured let me just do a short video to discuss Assassin's Creed. I didn't really have many thoughts, beyond just the usual skepticism and frustration. But I will link a video, 2 videos actually, in fact. One by Luke Stevens, a very good YouTuber as well, who does video essays, and he discussed the whole Assassin's Creed situation, as well as one by Fizhy. He also did a recent good video discussing Assassin's Creed, so I will link those in the description below. But yeah, I'm just shaking my head at Ubisoft. I know the camera's not showing right now because this is the audio part of the video, but yeah, I am just shaking my head at any time Ubisoft announced something. That's gonna be it for me. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you're excited for the upcoming Assassin's Creed releases, or if you're like me, a bit on the skeptical side. I'm not really willing to trust Ubisoft until they actually show us a changing of the way. So for now, I'm gonna treat them the way I look at like EA, 2K, and those kind of companies. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for the game. Let me know your thoughts as usual. I saw a lot of people are super polarized on the showcase. Some people are super excited and even went as far as pre-ordering a game that they saw with no gameplay. And some people are on my side where it's not that I'm pessimistic, but I'm more just skeptical, I'm waiting for Ubisoft to do something first so that they earn that trust back. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe out there, stay dangerous, and peace out.